guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Sierra. You can also call me Cece. This channel is kind of about trying to conceive and fitness and health and my weight loss and fitness journey. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and don't forget to leave a comment down below. I actually just found out that I am pregnant, so if you haven't watched that video, I will put a card up here or here. I'm not really sure. I think it'll flip but I'll put a card up to have you guys. I'll link it so you guys can go check that video out. Today we are going to be talking about my 4-week update and telling you guys what kind of symptoms I was experiencing in my 4 weeks. I'm actually 5 weeks tomorrow. I also am going to kind of squeeze in the 3 weeks in this video as well, because I didn't really experience any symptoms until the end of my 3 weeks, so I'll also kind of just squeeze this in there as well. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and stick around. This video is going to be TMI most likely, so if you're not here for that, go ahead and click off and go watch a different video. Okay, so we're gonna start with my 3-week symptoms. I found out I was pregnant, I think 3 weeks, 5 days. So really the only symptom I was having during my 3 weeks is that my breasts were heavy and my nipples hurt. That's pretty much the only symptom that I was having. I was having a little bit of I have a little bit of a lot of symptoms, but not like anything that's super bad, but that was pretty much my main symptom, because I was also really hungry. Okay, so going into 4 weeks, symptoms that I'm having, didn't really have too many symptoms, to be honest, that differed from 3 weeks. I do know that my breasts are getting more and more tender as the days go on. I'm also having a lot of trouble sleeping and having lower back pain. I do suffer from sciatic pain due to my weight anyway though, so I mean, that's not really new for me, but I have noticed that my butt has been hurting a lot, like my butt cheeks. Like I've done a leg day and I haven't. I did do a leg day before I found out I was pregnant. I was pregnant at the time, but I didn't know it, but they do get a little sore sometimes, especially when I'm sleeping. So that's one of my symptoms. I started feeling a little nauseous today, and I have been having pretty loose stool all week. I had that during my first pregnancy too, so that's not really too strange for me. That's kind of normal. I was so scared because during this 4th week, I think 4 weeks, 4 or 5 days, I started cramping. So actually, if you ask your doctor, cramping's quite normal during early pregnancy, but it was okay. So whenever I have my period, I don't have very bad cramping. Usually I cramp the first day and it's not that bad, and then I don't cramp anymore throughout the whole time. But I only have 3-day cycles. Well, not 3-day cycles, 3-day, I only bleed for 3 days. So I don't really have very severe symptoms in that, and they were about as bad as my period cramps. Like I said though, I don't have very bad period cramps, and I was really concerned that I was about to start my period, but I haven't had them for a while. So a couple of days, I think it's been 2 days since I have had them, but I only had them 2 days, and it wasn't constant. It was just off and on, parts of the day. It wasn't anything too major. It was just made me worried, really, mostly. I have been having some pinching feelings in my lower my lower left side, and then kind of in just the lower center of my stomach, the very bottom center. Just some pinching that comes every now and again, and I've asked some people about it, and they said that round ligament pain is a thing, but I think it's kind of early for that. But they also did say that it could just be my uterus growing. I don't know. I didn't have this with my first pregnancy, and I'm taking that as a good sign, because I did have a miscarriage with my first pregnancy, and I didn't have any kind of cramping or anything, so it could have been that my uterus just wasn't expanding because I was I didn't have a viable pregnancy anyway. So that is another symptom. My hunger has kind of decreased. I'm not like hungry as constantly as I was, which actually is quite concerning to me, just because every time I start to lose my symptoms during pregnancy, it's either been a chemical or a miscarriage, and I haven't had very many symptoms except my boobs. And I know I'm still early, so it's not really that big of a deal, but I was having a little bit of symptoms, and I haven't had too many, not anything that's made me super uncomfortable, I should say. Another symptom I'm having, or was having, and I haven't had actually today at all, is heartburn. Another symptom I'm having, which actually started today, is I'm actually a little nauseous, just a little. It's not too bad. I honestly feel like I ate something that was bad, which is not a good thing while you're pregnant, but it was like I had some like chicken strips from like Olive Garden that were in my fridge, and I thought that they tasted kind of weird, but my husband said they tasted fine, and he said, well, if you didn't want chicken, then you're gonna think it tastes weird because you don't actually want it and you're pregnant. I was like, yeah, that's probably true, but I've been feeling kind of bad ever since, and I've been having lots of diarrhea ever since I ate that chicken. So I stopped eating it like halfway through, and I was like, I can't, I'm too worried about it, so I'd rather just not eat it. I actually haven't eaten anything else all day, and I really need to eat. That's something else I've been struggling with, is like I'm used to eating for weight loss, and so I try to not eat very much throughout the day or anything, but I'm not eating for weight loss anymore. Like I'm going to, whenever I go to my OB, I'm going to see if she'll refer me to a dietitian or something, because I would like to not gain much, if any, weight during this pregnancy. I'd like to maintain or maybe even lose, which actually I've asked a nutritionist before, and they said it's totally fine as long as the baby is growing, you know, is growing well and as it should. So she said that was totally fine, but I'm also going to talk to my OB and get the okay with her, because I am like still in the 290s. I really would like to not hit 300 ever again, so I really would like to maintain or continue to lose a little bit of weight throughout this pregnancy. It'll really help me, and I know it'll help the labor process, and it'll really get me like staying in the swing of things and stop making excuses. So another symptom I'm having is super dry skin and acne. So I haven't been able to actually use my skincare routine since I found out I was pregnant, because a lot of cleansers are not safe for pregnant women. It can cause birth defects. So I have stopped all of my skincare routine until I can contact my OB and ask her if what I'm using is safe. Which I just use Neutrogena from like Walmart, and I just wanted to make sure it's completely safe before I continue to use it, because obviously we don't want any birth defects. We want everything to be fine and everything to be healthy. So I am experiencing acne a lot. I break out all the time in different places, and like it seems like I wake up with a pimple and then I go to sleep the next night, or that night I guess, and I wake up, that one's gone, and I wake up with it one somewhere else. Okay, and then the other symptom I'm having is dry skin. To be completely honest, I have eczema anyway, so I suffer from really dry skin anyways, but I hadn't had a really bad breakout until I had gotten pregnant. I didn't know I was pregnant when I was starting to break out really bad, but I hadn't had a really bad one until I'd gotten pregnant. So I am broken out literally everywhere, and it's so itchy, and I have just such dry skin. And that's another kind of symptom I'm having. I guess that is a symptom, I'm not really sure. Another symptom I'm having is I've been really gassy. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for all of this, and I'm so excited to keep bring you guys along the way and keep you guys updated. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment down below what you think the baby's name is going to be, or whether you think it's going to be a boy or girl. Thank you. Bye.